We back, baby. Welcome back to the Legendary Action Podcast. And today, it might get a little ugly.
Yeah.
Sorry in advance. But today I have with me Mikal Buford.
Come on, man.
We got Sensei.
You know what it is, brother.
Did y'all put your own names in this?
Well, if you set it up to be, you can put your own name on it.
Because I got your whole name, Brandon, not everybody else's. I don't like that. I like everybody's whole name.
Yeah, don't put my whole shit in there.
Well, I be using this for work too, so you gotta stay professional. You know, you don't want to be ratchet. So
Fuck them.
So your whole name is Ratchet?
watch your mouth, man. Stop the podcast, man. Watch your mouth, man.
Yeah, we got Brandon, then we got Andre, and
Show your face.
I can't, man. I'm on the road. I would, definitely. I'm on the road.
Oh,
and then we might have some people join in later. Who knows? Tev.
Oh shit, that won't work. Bro, my internet is popping right now. All right, my bad, fellas.
What up,
My
bro?
bad.
he glowed up.
Yeah, we got Tev that should be joining in later on. Maybe Darius. I doubt Kadeem would join in. But
Darius ain't coming.
Yeah. And then he'd be the first one to complain, "You'll never invite me."
True.
He'd be that type of nigga.
True.
Oh, okay.
All right, so like I said before, I had two things I wanted to get into. The first one was, man, give me something that's, been on you, getting on your nerves this week. And I feel like we're all gonna have the same feeling there. So we're gonna move that to the second thing. And the first thing would be something you would tell your lady, but you wouldn't tell your friends, your guys, the fellas.
Ooh, I've seen that. That's tough.
That's a super tough one, to be honest.
Is it tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Because I don't know. Maybe I got life fucked up. It's the other way around. What would you tell your niggas, but you wouldn't tell your girl?
no.
Hey,
No.
hey, man.
That's easy.
I wanna. Don't start no shit.
Don't do
brother.
that.
Don't start no shit.
I don't want no
Literally, I'm not. That's why I said I'm not even gonna. You know what? I'm not even gonna get it. You know what? Y'all start
give-
off.
Give me
Yeah,
an
but
example, though.
So for an example, I got because originally I had the idea, I should have just wrote it down, but then I forgot it. So now I'm about to go off rip with it. You know what's crazy? I don't want to make it nothing, sexual or anything like that. But that's it's my first thing in my mind goes to when I think about shit like that. Like something that's very
Like not
minimal.
accepted type. Like
Sick.
not accepted.
Go ahead.
My bad. No, my bad. No, you go. My fault. That's on me.
Like the first thing that I've been just put in my head is like how I want to initiate something. Like how I want to initiate sexual acts.
But I would tell y'all that, though.
Right.
I know. That's why I was thinking like, okay, that's one way we would we should because we are pretty open about.
That's what I was
shit.
gonna say to you. Like, I feel like we got a brotherhood. So it's like it's nothing that I wouldn't tell y'all that I'm not even if I tell y'all something, we gonna clown about it and we gonna move like I feel like it's different. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's like if y'all wanna know something, we gonna ask. And 9 times out of 10, nobody really ducking them kind of questions. Like,
I'm ducking shit.
no, you're not. In the chat, you not ducking nothing. If we having a conversation and we like, tell me some goofy shit or some embarrassing shit, everybody gonna get that shit off and we gonna laugh about it. That's what I'm saying. It would be hard. I don't know. That should be hard. Like,
I think
I don't know.
That's a tough one. I think that's a tough one as well because regardless of how embarrassed either one of us feel about a certain thing, we still tell it. You know, it's an embarrassment between us. I mean, yeah, we dudes, yeah, we guys or whatever. It's an embarrassment amongst us. We get our shit off. Y'all get y'all shit off. We move forward. You know what I'm saying? With your lady, that shit kind of different because you get your shit off. She get her shit off. She gonna dangle that shit over your head at any time she feel like it. So it's like, damn, certain stuff you be like, damn, I want to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you this, but how do I know you ain't gonna use this against me later? How do I know
later on when you get mad?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because women do that. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I mean, it's all right.
They do it in a joking manner, but women will do it to get what they want, and that's the difference between us, man. So it's kind of hard.
To answer your question, Jack, my bad, Dre.
You good?
It was something I told D that happened with me and my mom when I was younger that I didn't tell y'all. And I don't even really feel comfortable telling y'all, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
So like, okay, I'll give another example. So as far as like the whole butthole shit bleeding thing, like I told Ashley that beforehand.
Wow.
Like when she was going on like that, I told her that.
Before you told us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told her like.
Yeah, I could see something like that. Like, yeah.
But Jack, you open though. Like you really don't hide your shit.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't get embarrassed too easy, dog.
Hey, you only got one life to live. Ain't no need.
That's
to be
what I'm
embarrassed.
saying. No, I don't really be embarrassed. Like I'm sure it's stuff that I haven't told y'all, but I'm saying like if it came up, like I would tell y'all. Cause I don't really be like, to me it's like shit. I'll give an example, like shit, I peed in the bed till I was like 6 or 7 probably, bro. Like
Probably 10.
like
nigga, I've had a drunken night and peed in the bed and as an adult. Like,
yeah, that was like last week for me. Hey, and then check this out. Then I blamed it on. Blame it
on the fucking bed. You better do, nigga. Damn, man, what the fuck, bro? You pissed the bed?
Hey, Brandon, get this. The housekeeping lady, like, I just changed your sheets yesterday. I'm like, I know. He just peed in the bed. I gotta get new sheets. Super pussy.
I know I should have had his ass in the other bed, man. Damn.
That shit.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That reminds me when I went to go visit out Andre. I let Andre tell a story about what one of his dogs did to me.
Bro, I don't even remember. All right, man. So, first of all, y'all don't know too much, but I used my ex and I, nigga, we probably had a new dog like every 6 months. Not like, and we didn't keep them. They just kept coming in and out. But so I had, was it Annie, right?
It was Annie, yes. I'll never forget Annie.
So we had this little Chihuahua named Annie, and she was just a little, I didn't like her anyway, but Jack laid up with her on the couch, and then he just kind of, I just seen him wake up, and he looked like, what the fuck is this? Bro, she pissed all on this man, bro, and he just laying in it, though. Like, it's not like where she pissed, and it was like, okay, it's like, it's been sitting there for a minute.
Yes.
Like, nigga, Jack was so mad. Like, you know how you so mad at your boy, but you don't really want to say nothing? Like, he was mad at me, nigga. I'm like, nigga, that ain't my fault, nigga. Fuck that dog, nigga. He was so mad, yo. You can see it in his face. Like, I can just see the hurt. I was like, hey, bro. Hey, hold on, bro. Do they know the gas story?
No, we don't.
We don't know the gas story.
Right, go ahead,
I'm gonna tell the story before. I'm gonna tell this shit before I get my kids. So, all right, bro. This nigga Devin, he was coming down. Whatever year it was. Yeah, it was for his birthday, but whatever year it was.
2015.
2015.
Remember verbatim.
All right.
Nigga,
So it was 2015. Yeah, nah, he probably do remember this shit.
And it was 12:55 at night.
So he's coming down to the crib. He's driving down from Illinois or whatever, and you know, he called me. He was in Oklahoma, so Oklahoma like 2 hours away. So I was like, hey, bro, you good? You know, because I'll call, check up on him, whatever. So then this nigga called me, you know, and he was like, he's like, yeah, I'm 2 hours away, blah. Cool. So I go to the gym. I'm about to get a workout in before he get there. And then he called me again and was like, hey, bro, what happens if you put the wrong gas in your car? And I was like, well, shit, you should be good. I was like, normally, like, because all cars, they take, you know, regular unleaded, super unleaded, mid-grade, they all take the same thing. I was like, what kind of gas you put in it? He was like,
put diesel in that bitch.
This nigga said, it was a pause, though. He was like, diesel? I was like,
I know he did.
So hold on, bro. I was like, okay, you know, cool. I was like, damn, shit, I don't know about diesel, but you should be good, though, you know. I was like, how's your car running? This nigga said, the car just stopped. So hold on, I'm like, stop. Like, where are you? This nigga said, I'm on the side of the highway in Oklahoma. Stop. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, you serious? Like, the car won't start? He's like, nah, bro, it's not going nowhere. Mind you, it was a mean-ass storm that started, like, right then. Like, that moment, a mean-ass storm started. So I had to drive 2 hours to Oklahoma to pick this nigga up, right? So I get there, and this nigga's in a rental car, too. And I'm like, this nigga really is on the side of the road. So I turn around the highway, and I'm like, hey, bro, you good? You know, he's like, yeah, you know, I've been asleep, whatever. No big deal. No big deal. We go back to Texas, and we just sitting there talking about it. Like, it's storming. Like, it's storming so bad, bro. Like, I just took my hands off the wheel, and my shit just gliding down the highway. And then, like, so we get there, we talking. So I'm childish, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a mature dude, but like when it comes to like shit that's funny, I'm gonna laugh. Like, I'm not gonna.
You're talking to the right group of fellas.
Yeah, like, so nigga, so we sitting there contemplating, like, you know, what is he gonna do? Like, bro, like, you just gonna leave this rental car that you just rented on the highway? And he's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, whatever. So we went to the dealership. We went to the car shop, and we was telling them what happened. They was like, yeah, you know, if you tow it down here, we could take a look at it. We just have to take everything apart, whatever. They said it was gonna cost like $3,000, bro, to do it.
Hey, and my heart sunk when I heard that. Right? I was just sitting there, like, all right.
Yeah, like, so it's like, okay, cool. So basically, nigga, we gonna pay $1,000 to tow it down here from Oklahoma. Then you gotta pay another $3,000 to fix it. Then the nigga said it would take 2 weeks to fix it, and then it might not work. So we was like, shit. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm laughing. I think this shit funny as hell, nigga. Like, nigga, Jack is hurt. I'm like, bro, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. And he's just like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck about to happen. So we go to Enterprise, and I guess, like, was Desi with us? Was that Enterprise?
Yeah.
Desi's with us. My girl at the time was with us at Enterprise. And, like, did you tell them what happened?
No, like, I never told him what happened at all.
So he went to Enterprise to try to get, you know, another vehicle or whatever. And basically,
that was before, though, because you had a homeboy that worked at Enterprise.
So I had a homeboy that worked at Enterprise, and I basically told him what happened. I called him and told him what happened. He was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He was like, we have so many cars, that nigga might just be able to leave it on the side of the road, and we'll never find out. And, like, I told Devin that, and he was like,
he was with that shit.
He was just kind of like, shit, fuck it. So I was like, so what do you, like, okay, so is he going to rent the new one out in his name? He was like, so what you got, where'd he come from? I thought he was coming from Illinois. He's like, bro, so we have our whole system as Enterprise in general, nationwide is the same, but every state has their own database, some shit like that. So he's like, bro, just go to the Enterprise, rent another car, and just take that shit back. So, bro, this nigga rented a whole new car like a week and a half later, and then just took his ass back to Illinois, bro.
Like nothing.
And like and every time I pump gas, bro, I send this nigga a picture of the diesel spot.
Time
like,
out. Wait a minute. Wait.
There's a rental car.
Wait a minute.
On the side of the road somewhere.
Time out.
Devin's name.
Yes,
Time
bro.
out.
Oh, fucking criminal, bro.
Time out. Hey, Dre, don't even ask Dre. So they knew what car you left with.
Right.
You come back with the same car?
So throughout the whole process, I guess I had called like a police dispatch because I guess they the one that ended up picking the car up.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to ask and see if they, impounded or anything like that. Hey. Impounded and whatnot. So basically what I did was when I got back to Illinois, I was like, the car stopped working. I don't know what happened, but the police got it. Hear their number, and I left. This was the one that was on base.
Hey, bro.
Come here.
Yo, this dude.
Hey, bro.
You want to be a dad so bad.
So bad.
Jack, you got some adventure. You got damn. The fucking gas thing is green for
Yo, it's green. I was about to say,
check me out.
Hold on. Wait. Y'all got to understand, 2015, Jack just started driving. He had just
got my license.
He didn't even buy your car yet. He had just, y'all got to realize, Mike, you got married in 2015, right?
Yeah, that nigga German. I forgot.
Yeah, you got to realize that nigga had just started driving, bro.
No,
I never knew that shit.
You not finna tell me Jack from that whenever the fuck he start riding in cars till then, he never pumped gas. He's pumped gas before 2015, dog.
It probably been a minute, dog.
Check me out though.
Diesel, my nigga.
It was like a broke down gas station. And in the midst of doing it, I was like, I don't think this is the right gas because it didn't have like
diesel,
yeah. It didn't look like it was diesel at the time, but as I look back, like, yeah, that was
So this is what
if y'all know what happens to a car when it does that, it drives fine, right?
That shit chug.
Yeah, I ended up using like the rest of the gas I had before. And then I probably got like a mile or two down the road, I started kicking. And they're like, Dad, I was like, oh shit, what's going on out here? And then it just kept doing it. And then I was gradually slowing down. And then that's when I pulled over on the side of the road. And then that's when I made the phone call and all that. And I was sick. I ain't gonna lie, I was sick the whole trip. And
nigga, I would be too if I got to spend random $4,000 on shit.
Right. But it turned out great. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to pay shit.
Thank God for Dre.
Right.
Yeah. I would have been out there in Oklahoma. It was like flooding so bad out there in Texas too at the time.
I would say somebody robbed me, boy, and took my car.
Can you imagine telling your leadership why you stuck in Oklahoma?
Oh, I never got to that point.
Very fucked up.
Especially if your ass ain't fill out no leave paperwork or some shit like that.
Right.
Good thing I did.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
I was on leave for like a week.
Oh, you was good then.
Hey, you sound
This boy's a motherfucking dummy.
I wasn't telling nobody shit, boy. I was like, oh yeah, I'm on leave. Where you gonna be at? At my house. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, be halfway across the world, boy.
I always did that when I did like put in for leave. I just put my actual address.
I do that all the time.
You a good airman. Okay, good shit.
I send my home address where I live.
Yeah, and be everywhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all need to know my person. You don't need to know all that.
Just know I'm on leave.
Yeah. And yeah. Hey.
He's such a daddy, boy. I swear to God.
Oh, it's like they're your kids, brother.
You'll never talk to me like that, podcast or not.
Fuck, what are you talking about?
What he talking about, nigga? Talk to me like that, nigga.
Especially when it keeps crowning me. You definitely talking to me.
Shitting me, Trey?
I heard something about
I'm bad head ass.
Come on, man.
What we talking about?
Hey, what we talking about, Tim? I got you, man.
Hey, listen, before we jump into it, I'm sorry, but I just want to throw the disclaimer out there. If you have issues with alcohol abuse, please call the alcohol abuse hotline. Google it.
What's the number?
Hey man, go get you some Crown Supply, by the way.
He said
go get that.
Yeah, Crown Supply, man. Break your journey.
Go get that, man.
Go get that.
Journey.
Go get that, man. Website up, man.
Website launch, brother. CrownSupplyStore.com. Get at me.
Man. Come on, man. Tap in.
What's the IG handle?
Well, you said the site is up. The site is up for Crown Supply.
Site is up, man.
Yes,
Site is
sir.
up, man.
Launch, brother.
Hey, people been at work and asking me about my mask, so I'm gonna just look on the website, and that's what's up.
Go to the site, brother, and I got them. Yes, sir.
Tap in.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what kind of timing niggas on, man? That's all I'm just
Oh my God, Henny bottle. Yeah, I like
What's up? Y'all trying to take a shot?
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
Put
liquor, I
that
would
shit
take a shot with you,
down.
brother.
You say what?
If you had liquor, I would take a shot with you.
This
I would
liquor
take a shot with you,
here.
no water.
Jack, stop.
This Grey
Jack,
Goose,
stop.
Not
baby.
liquor.
Great goose, baby.
I'll take it
That's
straight.
that's that faucet water.
First of all, it's filtered. Baby.
Jack, I don't know how you do that. I can't drink faucet water, bro.
He do.
You gotta be a different
You
kind.
got nigga.
Jack a
Good
slave.
nigga.
See,
That's
look,
that LA shit.
this y'all privilege talking right now.
Jack a slave.
Okay.
I can't drink that other type of water. I need the pristine kind.
You goddamn right. Hey, Ted, hey, Jack, ask Ted that question. See what he said.
That nigga still drink out the faucet like this.
So tell, since Jack laughing, the question is there something you would tell your wife that you wouldn't tell your boys? You wouldn't tell us?
Nah.
Hold up, bro. I know you asked somebody else. I'm gonna ask y'all this question real quick. Would y'all niggas be honest if y'all ate the ass? Or is that something you don't say?
Hell yeah.
I stay doing that. Fuck is you talking about?
It's crazy because normally people won't say it like that. A lot of niggas be like, oh no, I'll never do that. Bro, come on, bro.
Hey,
Like,
Dre.
I'm a grown ass man.
Hey, Dre.
Exactly.
Hey, look,
Dre,
I'm a grown ass
gotta eat
man
the
with
booty
an
like
extensive
groceries.
palate.
And I gotta eat.
Booty is one of them.
I
Gotta
ain't
eat
done
the
it
booty
yet,
like
but I'm not
groceries.
saying I wouldn't
And I
do
gotta do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you
Hey,
come
my
to my
palate is
crib,
real extensive, brother.
Go no,
Booty
Mike.
just happen to
Mike,
be
no.
one of them.
Mike, finish that statement.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. When y'all come to the crib, it's plastic silverwares, plastic cups, plastic all that. You feel me? Cause I know what I do, so I know if, bruh, all my niggas is nasty. So I know if I'm doing some crazy shit, I know y'all doing some crazy shit.
Bro, chill out, bro.
Trey, stop. Look at your face. Trey, look at the shit on your face. And you telling me you ain't no ass? Okay then, brother.
Why y'all think my beard growing in so well?
What's
Don't
so
follow
bad?
suit. Hey, don't follow suit, brother.
What's so bad about eating ass though? I don't get it.
Bro, if she jump out, listen here. When she jump out that shower and everything's shaved and smooth, shitting me?
Let me ask you a question.
You shitting me?
He took a shit. Would you lick the toilet?
What?
Trey. You being Trey.
That nigga on super bad time.
Hey Trey, put that bottle back down.
If
Hey, how you mute that nigga for a little bit? That nigga need
Trey,
a 20 second timeout.
hey, mute him. Hey Trey, real shit. Your lady come home, bro. She showered, she shaved.
I'm gonna eat her from fucking
Hold on. And she bend over that bed, and that thing out, and that thing heart beating.
I'm gonna put a goddamn bib on. Fuck you talking about?
You shitting me?
Wait, I got a question
Niggas
after
here,
you said that, Mike. So you said shade.
Yeah.
Jack, you been eating a Harry?
I don't discriminate.
Brother.
He go through the jungle. He a jungle nigga.
Sometimes I like seeing, with some hair on it. It's like, it's kind of fun. The only thing I don't like is, getting stuck in your teeth and whatnot. But outside of that,
it should never be that.
I don't never mind. Sometimes, no, not like that.
Hold on real quick. Dre, I apologize because I know your children in the car. I apologize, brother. I'm tripping. My bad.
Hey, bro, it's all good. It's good.
It's all good. My fault.
You good. I wouldn't ask that question if I wasn't prepared for the answer.
Oh, for sure. I just went. My bad.
Yeah, I appreciate Brooklyn. Wait, I appreciate it though. Yeah, they good. They solid.
Because Mike get.
No, what was you saying though? What was you saying though, Jack?
Because you said shave. I'm like, so you're saying you want to, partake in the festivities if it's shaving?
No, negative, Jack. Come on, brother.
Hey, some people are like that though. They like to have it, smooth.
Hey, I like it with a little character on it. give a little character.
Yeah.
You gonna name her? You got a different name?
Big facts. Hey, I always look at it like this: what you won't do, somebody else will, bro. That's a fact.
Big facts.
With a few feathers.
Hey, that's why I said there ain't much I wouldn't do for my old lady. That's my old lady.
That's a fact. As long as she not playing with my shit, I'm good. Like, you feel me? Like, that's a no-no.
Playing with what, Mike?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know the codes, bro.
You don't feel like we as a whole, as in men, are geared or like going towards that direction as far as
What?
Wait, what?
What direction you talking about?
What, brother?
Fuck you talking about, Jack?
It's only one direction, brother. Straight.
Straight. Ain't no curves.
It's not straight.
Ain't no goddamn ripples, nigga. Ain't none of that.
Don't disturb from your path.
No, what you getting at? What you getting at though, Jack? What you getting at though?
Getting your butt played with.
He said, Mike, get your butt
getting played with.
Play with,
hey, brother.
All right, look, we on the podcast. We gonna be honest with each other. I never had my booty hole played with.
I ain't with
that. I did
that.
have my booty hole ate one time, and I did not like that at all, bro. She did. She snuck it up on me, bro.
That's
what I'm saying. Because there are.
Hey, she lifted the balls up, had the balls in the mouth.
Yeah, grown man.
Now, Jay, that's the difference.
Hey,
that's tough.
Now, before I say
doing that,
Jay,
brother.
Before I say this, it never happened. But there's a difference between a butthole and that taint. Did she lick the taint or did she lick the butthole?
Yeah, it's a difference, bro.
I'm confused.
It's the taint and it's the butthole.
Did she hit the bottom of your sack, bro?
It's the balls, then the taint. That's right under your sack, and then the butthole.
Yeah,
the gooch area?
The gooch.
Yeah, the taint.
He said he said he don't know your body.
No, I know my body, and I know what happened.
No, it was the body.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So none of y'all had that happen to y'all before? No girls ever did that?
Nah.
I just admitted to it.
Y'all niggas way more mature.
I'm the only one, man.
I'm childish. I'm childish.
Bro, I had between us and everybody that sees us on YouTube.
Right.
But bro, there was this older chick I had messed with. She was like 45, 46, bro.
Okay.
And she I thought we was done. I was done. I was just chilling.
It ain't never done when they're older.
She just can't, she went to the restroom, came back. I'm just laying on the bed on my phone, bro. And I'm thinking, she about to start, sucking the balls.
You was laying on your stomach?
I was laying on my stomach. I was just messing with my phone, bro.
She violated me.
She's violated the shit out of his ass.
Hey, that girl said I came here with one purpose only. I ain't come here to do my time. I'm here to violate.
My nigga ass.
I'm here to violate.
Let's see. So, so, bro, I'm thinking she's about to suck a nigga's balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking that's, and then next thing I know, I'm like, okay, that's not my little, whatever. And I was like, I felt violated. Yeah, bro, that shit just weird, bro. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, chick did that shit, bro. It was super weird. I never went back. Like, I was like, she was just too comfortable doing that. She didn't have to do that too many times. But
traumatized.
Yeah, she was doing that shit for like 5 minutes. That's a long ass time. I was like, hold up. But it wasn't just terrible. Don't get me wrong, but it was weird as shit, bro. Like, I think it's more of a mental thing. Like, anytime I think of something like that with a dude, you think of like, oh, nigga, that's gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. But when a woman does it, you're like, I don't know.
For me, it was extremely uncomfortable.
The older chicks, though, they're more. Yeah, Trey killing that shit.
Nigga,
But,
get over Drake.
Yeah, for me, man, it was just uncomfortable, man. It was just like a little wiggle. All right. Now it was just like all right now.
No, wait.
Yeah, like, you know how girls like to try to grab your butt, just try to.
Yeah, I ain't with that.
So let me ask this question because I don't understand that aspect of it all. Because I understand that some guys don't like to be touched on their butt, right? They don't like their butt being grabbed and stuff like that. Which, in a way, I find it kind of weird because it's your woman, first of all. But, like, what in your mind makes you think that these things are gay? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not another man.
To me,
society.
It ain't even the fact that it's gay. It's just for a woman to just squeeze your ass and just hold that shit. I don't like that. It's too much control over me, dog. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. You can, like, if I walk by, you smack it, whatever, cool, that's fine. You my girl. You supposed to, give me a little attention. But if you grab my shit and just, like, own it, I'm not. That's too much.
Hey, this is how I feel towards it.
You don't give a fuck.
Touch me. Fuck it. Touch me. By any means. Because, look.
Get that, girl.
Because I always put it like this, like,
Jack belongs
like men in general like to be more physical towards our women, right? And sometimes, hold on.
Asher got me.
Dang, he just stopped.
He beating him up in the back. But you know,
okay, baby. Damn, I'll take the dogs out. I thought I did earlier.
My nigga Tab, key straight? The car straight?
Say what, brother?
Said the car straight?
Yeah, she died slowly.
My apologies. Let me get Jay in here real quick.
Fashion husband. I damn near changed the
Jay?
whole time.
Oh my God,
damn.
Jeff's in here.
You such a mechanic, brother.
Hey, Jack. I get what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying. Like, I've been like, at first I never liked that kind of affection, bro. Like, my girl touching on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like that shit. But now I be wanting that shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
feeling
fucking touch me. Like, I don't want to be
feeling me.
like it goes to like a lot of different things. Like, I don't want to be the individual to always initiate
everything. I got what you're saying. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because if I don't do it,
it ain't gonna be done.
It ain't gonna never happen.
I get exactly what you're saying, bro.
That's why I like to encourage that type of behavior. Like, fucking touch me. I don't care how you touch me. Just touch me.
Show me some love. Yeah, I feel you.
Bro, my favorite thing is the beard rub, dog. Your old lady girl just grab it, just rubbing on your bed, just rubbing your shit, dog. Like,
hell yeah, I love that shit.
That's my favorite physical.
Wait. What did Tab just say?
Hold on, wait. Jay the Jack?
Just stroking my beard, brother. I love that shit.
Bro, never mind.
Hey, you fuck with that shit, Tab.
I love that shit, bro.
Hey, that's why your shit be growing for real, bro. You know your lady got the magic touch, bro.
Look. It don't take much to be touched.
This nigga always on the road. This nigga can't.
Who, Jay?
I ain't made it home yet.
Ain't never at home, bro.
I'm on the way home.
Where you at, Jay? I'm on my way home.
Jeff's been on the way home for 3 years.
3 years.
All right, Jack, what's your next question, brother?
So no, I was just going to
Jack, go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay.
He about to lag out.
I was about to, yeah. I was like, what the hell he say? But like, as far as I was gonna say, like, it don't take much for me to be on firm. So that's just where I was going with it. It's just like,
especially when I got that crown in me.
Boy, a spring chicken, huh?
Nigga, 18 all over again.
18 again.
I get what you're saying, though, Jack. I was just talking to my lady about that. Like, yo, I'm cool with being affectionate, but do the reversal. You feel me? Like, don't feel on me sometimes. You feel me? Like,
you definitely.
Right, use me.
Me feel like a prize. Damn it.
Yeah, like, man.
Y'all familiar with the love languages and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I created that shit.
Physical touch and words of affirmation, my top 2. So yeah, I need.
Yeah, physical touch is mine too.
I would say that's my words of affirmation and acts of service is mine. Like, if you at the crib, I'm like, hey baby, can you throw my stuff in the washer for me real quick? And you tell me, nah, nigga, I'm not your slave. Bitch, you're not my slave. I know. Like, I'm just asking you to do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking you to be my slave. I'm just saying, like, can you do me a favor? You know what I mean? Like, that make me like, okay, like, the mom got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I don't know how.
Hey, Dre, don't go there, Dre. Don't go there.
I feel with Dre.
No, Dre, you gonna get me on my feminine shit. Don't go there, bro. Like, spaz out.
I feel, Dre, like, even when you don't ask, like, you come home and your shit just, like, folded up or some shit like that. Like, that shit straight.
Bro, I love that shit, man.
Bro, like, especially like if I'm at work or I got something going on or whatever, and you at the crib and I come home now. Granted, I'm a grown man.
You my laundry?
Yeah, you do my laundry, or say like, you know, there's something I needed done. Like, say I needed to clean my room, or even if you walk the dog, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, was Robin walk? Yeah, I already took care of that. That's one less thing I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like I feel good. I get to come home. I don't gotta worry about doing a bunch of stuff. I get to spend more time and kick it with you. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm big on like words of affirmation. I think is important because women, they love to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, they want to hear it. They want to hear it. Kind of like when y'all was talking about physical touch, like how you want to be touched. I want you to, you know, tell me how you feel about me sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, be like, man, baby, I love you. You this, you that, or I appreciate what you do. Even if it's something, you ain't even got to say it every day. It's just something where it's like, man, babe, honestly, I really like what you did yesterday. I appreciate this, or you're this, or you're that. Like, I'm good, man. I hear that. I'd be like, oh, you love me, huh? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, you love me, huh? Now I'm gonna come take care of you. You know what I mean? Let me come lay you down real quick. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, I feel like sometimes I think just in general as men we get so caught up in having to pursue the woman, and then, you know, when you get into a relationship, I think y'all both need to pursue each other. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, okay, like, I'm gonna do things, but shit, I need you to kind of get at me too, cause.
Hey, hey, Dre, how for the men in the chat that are in a relationship or messing with somebody seriously, how many of y'all actually had that conversation with y'all ladies? Because I be feeling when I be having that conversation, bro, no lie, bro, I low-key be like, damn, is a nigga insecure? Like, it be making me feel like, oh, I swear to God, I be feeling so insecure, bro. Like, you can't touch a nigga. Like, damn, baby, like.
I feel you, Mike. No.
I want to say it's insecurity. I don't want to say it's insecure. It's just like confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I know I look good. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, women out here want me, but it's different when, you know, your woman pursue you. You feel me? Like that. Like, it ain't to me, it ain't insecurity. It's just like confirmation. Just like a woman, she like to know that her man want her. She knows she can go get these other niggas, but confirmation that the niggas she with, like, say these things to her, touch on her, you know what I'm saying, treat her right. Like, that's just confirmation. I won't say that's insecurity.
It feel like it though.
No, it does, because it's how, like, society, like, has, I don't want to say how, like, the mindset of a woman is, as far as like the man's supposed to just take care of everything, and just, you know, and then, like, we don't have, like, it's like going to, like, we don't have men don't have feelings. Yeah, like, bro. You don't have feelings, and if we do, we consider, you know, weak or
insecure.
It's like, I was like, damn, I'm human just like you. Like, I can't sit here and be like fucking Superman and then
Right.
Ain't have a vulnerable moment. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
so let me touch on that, man.
Oh shit.
We have to stop doing that, and that starts with us and our kids. We got to stop doing that, and we got to stop telling men to not be emotional. Cause like they punks. Don't be a punk. Don't be emotional. We got to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, what that's doing is when our kids get older, they're not able to express themselves. And the worst thing you want to do is have your child not be able to express himself, not only to his woman, but to the world. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's our doing. And now they got to learn. They got to go out into the world and learn how to express themselves based on something that we should have been teaching them as a child. So like that starts with us. That starts with this generation. That starts with us as raising our kids. Mike, you got 2 boys. I'm probably have some boys, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, whoever gonna have some kids, you know, whatever, y'all have some boys. We cannot, like, of course, you don't want your child to be no punk. You know what I mean? Of course you don't want that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If something is really bothering your child, something, you know what I'm saying, let them get this shit off. Let them get their rights off. Let them be able to talk to you and confining you as a parent. We gotta do that as a generation. We gotta stop that, because black men, we over here being hard bodies and shit in front of our ladies and shit, and we got all this built up, you know what I'm saying, aggression and anger, and we don't even know how to let our lady know what's really wrong with us, or let them know that we want to be loved and shit like that. So yeah, that start with us, man, because I already know, growing up for me, I was raised by a single woman who had no idea what it, you know what I'm saying, what a man's supposed to be. So everything that she was teaching me is what she thought a man was supposed to be. She thought a man ain't supposed to do this, a man ain't supposed to do that. So I'm getting this, you know what I mean, getting this idea based from a woman trying to raise a man, trying to raise 2 men. She did super solid jobs, you know what I'm saying? Me and my bro, you know what I mean, we super solid men. But at the same time, it's like some other shit that we didn't hear growing up, something that we didn't know growing up that I had to learn later on in
you
life.
You got to learn on your own. Yeah, I agree with
so
that.
I mean, and I don't want that to happen for my kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like what we got to do as adults, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if we got our children, or, you know what I mean, Jack coaching, you know what I mean, I do a little volunteering here and there, you know what I mean, y'all do y'all volunteering here and there, have an impact, make an impact, and let these kids know, regardless if you being a man, you being emotional don't make you less of a man. Now, if you're a crybaby, that's different, but if you letting your emotions out, you saying how you really feel, write it down. Even if you gotta write it down somewhere, man, get that shit out your chest, because if not, you just gonna fucking create anger, and it's gonna lead down to a path of destruction, and it's unnecessary. So
you see it now. I think you hit the nail on the head, because you see it now with the protesting. Like, we don't really know how to vent. At first, we don't know where to vent and who to vent to, because nobody want to really listen. So our first thing is to
suck that shit up. Keep going.
Turn shit down and burn shit up.
That too.
So that's why you
said we don't know who to vent to, and we don't have nobody to vent to. We don't have enough African American or Black psychologists or therapists or counselors that could actually relate to us, bro. I could sit down and talk to a white man deep down inside, bro. This dude don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So how are you supposed to aid me and help me get through something that I'm experiencing that he's never experienced, something that he can't experience? You know,
and never will experience.
And never will experience.
You know, it's crazy. That's our next topic. What basically, well, it's not necessarily our next topic, but what I want to be next is what has been bothering you this past week. And
you already fucking know.
Yeah. So it just, you know, it's for me, you know, it's regarding the killing of
George Floyd.
Yeah. Which,
rest in peace.
Now, one thing I wanted to see was like the opposite side, like somebody white saying some egregious shit or just saying some crazy shit. But I have yet to see that on my Facebook or anything like that. But I was just scrolling to see it, like, because I don't understand like how you can't see that man was killed, how you can't see why things are escalating to the point where they're looting and rampaging the city is because you do shit peacefully. You do like a lot of the people are bringing up like the kneeling for the national anthem, right? That was a peaceful way to protest, right? That became an issue because they tried to turn it into something else. But it's like it's always someone saying along the lines of, that's not the right way to do it. Then what the fuck is the right way to do it then? Since you have all the answers as far as what we're supposed to do, what's the right way to make us feel like we're fucking human?
And it go back to what Ye was saying, how to vent and who to vent to. Mm-hmm. You don't have nobody to vent to. So my first thought is, I'm about to tear some shit up. Not me, but I'm saying I can understand, like, bro, I live in the projects, bro. Like, the cops don't patrol this shit. I gotta worry about not only the niggas I live with, but the niggas patrolling it. Like, either I'm a felon, you think I'm a felon. Like, it's so many factors that go into that a lot of people don't understand and will never understand. So it's just a cycle, bro.
Go ahead, Andre.
Hey, Jack, with the question that you asked, it's crazy because I've had this conversation with multiple people, and what I'm starting to realize is that what happens is when a black man gets killed by the police, it comes across as, oh, police against black people, right? Which ideally is the truth. That's realistically what ends up happening. Like, that is the reality of it. But, like, I've seen more and more white people say that there's more white people that are killed by police than there are black people that are killed by police. So my response to them is that the numbers don't balance out, right? Like, there's way more white people in this world than there are black. So, like, the only way, in my opinion, and y'all may not necessarily agree, but in my opinion, what we have to do is, if we do want to see change, like you said, like, you haven't seen any white people come out and say, oh, that's a travesty. Because honestly, what happened to George, like, if that happened to a white dude, an Indian dude, a Mexican dude, I would feel the same way. I'd be like, yo, that is not right. We should all speak out against that. So, like, what we have to do is find a way, because, like you said, every way that you try to protest, they feel like that's not the right way. That's not the right way. We talked about on the last podcast, white people have the privilege of being able to understand chain of command, so they don't necessarily go to you, they go above your head, right? They go above your head to utilize their power or whatever. So we have to find a way to get them to see that it's not a societal issue. If you're going to tell me, if your response to me is more white people are killed by police than black people are, my question to you is, why are you not concerned about that then? How is that not an issue with our society? So the only way to get them to see our point is if we somehow make it, instead of police versus black issue, it's a societal issue. Does that make sense? Like, the issue, and what comes across is, it seems that we're diminishing our, like, no, like, this is an issue within our community yet, but we have to get them to see it as if it's a societal issue. Because obviously, if it's looked at as a black issue, not much is going to really change. So how do we figure out how to get them to understand it? We have to get them to see it as it's a societal issue. Is that right? Should we have to do that? No, I don't think we should have to do that for people to see it's wrong. But I think we have to do that to get people to speak up and try to enforce policy and make change. I think that's the only way we can make change. Because, like, our community doing it by ourselves not gonna fix it. We need them to. We need, white people to also see it as something that's crazy, and not only look at it and be like, oh, that's a sad situation. They gotta look at it and be like, oh, that shit can't happen no more. And then use whatever power they may have as well to be able to help enforce policy or change policy or whatever the case may be. Like, this is a society thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Now, granted, I don't have the answer to that, like how we do it. But I think that is the method that we may have to use to be able to make change. Because that shit's crazy.
But you gotta. The question I would ask, right, is when they say white people are getting killed, like white people get killed more than black people, right? Like you said, look at the numbers on how many white people is to black people. 3 times the amount of white people is to black people. And then you gotta think about how they dying though. Are they dying because they supposedly was selling like some legal cigarettes, some shit like that? Like how are they getting killed? Because they not getting killed like black people getting killed at all. They not. It's so many variations of how you want to justify white to black and shit like that, or whatever race. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I talk to a white person, that's the question I would ask. Like, how are they getting killed? Because they not getting killed how we getting killed.
I think that whole argument is invalid regarding white people get killed more simply because there's more white people in the United States. You can't really sit there and say that. So that's irrelevant to even fucking say that out your fucking mouth. That it's more like you're seeing black people get fucking executed, honestly. And that's the way you want to go? Like, you just saw somebody die, but your first thing to say is, well, there's more white people dying. What?
Because, bro, the reason is because I feel like, and I'm not trying to cut anybody off, but I feel like the reason, granted, like I said, I don't agree with this, son. 1 second. I don't agree with it at all. But I think the reason they go that route, or some white people go that route, is because they get defensive about it. I think that's why. Like, I think there's got to be some guilt in their heart or something. They get defensive about that, so now they go to the quote-unquote numbers, which, like you said, that shit does not matter. Like, but it has to be, like I said, like that. I mean, I think that's why they do that. It's not right. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't even come up. But, I mean, that's where their mind goes immediately. So they get defensive about it. So now, like, we got to find a way, like, how do we find a way to get them on board so this shit doesn't get happen?
But my thing is this, right? So George Floyd just got killed. He happened to be a black man, right? A black man got killed. We don't give a fuck about a white person get killed right now. Right. We care about this black man who just got killed. Stop saying, oh, white people this, white people that. It doesn't fucking matter at this moment. At this moment, a black man was killed.
Also, bro, black people are getting killed on camera, and this shit is being televised for the world to see, bro. You know how?
And these motherfuckers are getting off, bro.
Digest, bro.
Yeah. Like that's very hard. To be honest, like this is what bothers me about that. Bringing up white on white violence or police on white or bringing up black on black, that shit is done for, man. They gotta kill that fucking word. Ain't no goddamn such thing as black on black violence. Ain't no such thing as white on white. Ain't no such thing as Asian on Asian. Ain't no such thing as community versus community. If you in your community, if people are in your community, people are going to die. Like, because people have issues with one another. It's been that way since the beginning of time. It's territories and shit like that. That's why people die.
Proximity, bro.
Right.
What
you don't kill whoever in your proximity.
When the Greeks and the Romans were fucking fighting, they didn't stop and say, oh, let me not kill this white man because he's white. No, they had issues with each other and they went to war. That has territory. To do. Bro, that's what I'm saying. So if a black person kill a black person, why is the white person first thing they say come out their damn mouth is, well, y'all kill each other in y'all community? Bitch, so that don't mean to give you the right to kill me because of the color of my skin. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's the issue. Your issue is with me is because of the color of my skin, not because we got issues. That has nothing to do with nothing. But the fact that you're killing me just based on the fact that I'm in this area and this is the color of my skin, not because you really got an issue with me or I did something to you. That's different.
Bro. And they don't have a reason. That's the thing about it. They don't. No. You can't.
White people have no reason not to like us, bro. White people have no reason not to have a problem with us. Whatever issue they have, with us, they have no reason. They brought us over here. We built this land off. They should be thanking us. We built this shit off of our backs. You know what I'm saying? And then we get treated like shit. We've been getting treated like shit for the last 500 years, and it's continuing to this day. It ain't changed. It's just being televised more. That's it.
Yeah. So that's my issue with that shit. That's what I was gonna say with Andre.
Like why? Like really, I really want to know what's white people issue with black people. That's what I want to know.
Really have a parent?
Why? See, Andre, I like what you said, and I agree with it. But the only rebuttal I have is the whole society thing, because when we wrap everybody into it, guess who get thrown to the bottom? You can't give me a time in history where we have been the forefront of anything besides slavery. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you wrap everybody in it, we get thrown at the bottom. And that's where the issue is. Because I can name you a plethora of people that have gotten their dues. The Holocaust, they get their money.
That wasn't even in the United States.
The Native Americans, they get their money. You know, it's not even about money, but I'm saying people acknowledge it. People still here don't want to acknowledge anything, and they see it for themselves right here on camera. They see it for the past. Bro, if you think about it, bro, Jim Crow law ended in 1965, bro. We haven't been equal. Like, you got to think 65, 60 years. Bro, we just now 60, getting, not even 60. We haven't been equal. You feel what I'm saying? So
here they go with that's in the past.
Yeah, so
no, that's today, partner.
Right. So Dre, when you think about it, bro, like you got to think about the school systems. That's what I think about. Look at the school systems. Look at the projects. Bro, the Asian community, they not lacking. You feel what I'm saying? Like the Native Americans, they not lacking. But you got a hood with a liquor store, a hair store with Asians and you know what I'm saying? I'm not discriminating, but I'm saying we get thrown, the last on the list to worry about. But they want our vote though. They want our vote.
Let me tell you why, Mike. Business loans, brother. Business loans are harder to get for a black person than it is to get for an Asian, to get for anybody else who's from out the country. You know why? Because they can control them motherfuckers. Let them get out of line, and you know what I'm saying? They can close their business. They can ship them back. We get out of line. They can't ship us nowhere. This is where we at. We're not foreign. This is our territory. So at the end of the day, it's a more of a control factor. They control them a little bit more than they can control us because they're not from here. So they're going to expect them to be on their P's and Q's and be on top of their shit because at the end of the day, they can take their shit, you know what I'm saying, and ship them back to where they came from. They can't do that for us. So therefore, we knock them business loans that we want to get, it's gonna be a little bit harder to come by. You actually than it is for a white person or an Asian person or whatever, a Russian or whatever. It don't matter. So it's not gonna be the same, man. Like we're not treated equally in this country, and it's supposed to be but they want us to love this country. They want us to love our country. They want us to do this, that for them. And it's just like, what the fuck, bro? We not. Treat me right, man. You know what I'm saying? Love me better. Treat me right. But at the end of the day, where we going? They know we ain't going nowhere, so they just gonna continue to do the same over and over again.
And Mike, to go back to what you said, I agree. I do agree with you on that. Where like, if we lump everything together, we get
at the bottom.
Yeah, we at the bottom. I agree with that. In my opinion, like realistically, the only way that we make change is because we need it. Like, look, we are strong as hell together. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But like for us to influence policy and things like that, because of who are enslaved, the people that are making policies and stuff, because they're enslaved, it does put us at somewhat of a disadvantage. So how do we get to this seeing through our eyes? That's why I say that. You're right. Where do we get to the bottom of the turbo? Yes. But how do we get to see it through our eyes so that they can actually make an effort to change it? That's all I'm saying. It's like I don't know how because if we keep obviously if they keep seeing it, if they view it as like, you know, as just black people, you know, it doesn't relate to them. Like they're not going to. It's kind of like Ted was saying. Like you go to a therapist, some white dude, you holler at him or whatever the case may be. You're like, how is motherfucker gonna relate to me? You know what I mean? And it goes, and that's true. We feel that way. So imagine how they feel, right? So they obviously don't care if you can relate or not personally, but it's like you need to be able to understand from you need to have your mind open to the perspective of where we come from. But if they don't see it that way, how else do we get change? We have to somehow open their motherfucking eyes. Like, yo, yeah, this is a black issue. Like, police killing African Americans, police killing African Americans, that's an issue. Hell, you can even go to the NFL not having that many black GMs, and that's an issue. But why is that an issue? It's because the people that are hiring them can't relate to them. So how are you, like, they don't see, if I come in for a job as a white dude, he doesn't necessarily relate to me the same as he would to, I don't know, Jimmy that comes in and has the same credentials as me. He relates to him more, so he's more than likely going to get the job. So it's the same thing with this. Like, how do we get them to see change that they can't relate to it?
Jay, mute your mic.
Well, my response to that would be the older white man. They're already past the level of understanding and wanting to understand. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really worried about that generation. The generation I'm worried about is the generation that's on TikTok, on Instagram, that's in the culture that, like, oh, I can do the TikTok dance and I can do the renegade and I can dance to Meg Thee Stallion, but when some shit hit the fan, it's like, I don't really care about, like, you see it, you just guys, but I don't you just don't care. That's the issue I'm having. Like, the NFL owners, I'm not worried about them. Like, they 70, 80 years old. Like, you trying to get them to change is like
trying to
watching paint dry on the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they passed
trying to argue with a woman.
So this is what I think boils down to talk to Dre's point, man. We need, in the policy makers, bro, I guess it's politicians in those seats, man, we need more diversity, but we also need more inclusion. So you got diversity, right? That's your seat at the table. But we need inclusion. That's your voice at the table. You know what I'm saying? We don't just need a seat, bro. We don't just need to be up here being a poster child, just say, hey, we got somebody black on the board, bro. We good. We need somebody that says, hey, we got somebody black on the board who has a voice, who has a say in this policy. That's what we need more of, bro. We need more
Jay-Z
with a voice.
Over time, it is getting better per se, but at the same time, it's not going fast enough.
Not going fast enough.
And that's where, you know, people at their wits' end, when they see shit like this continue to happen, it's like, okay, we've been going this route as far as, you know, holding out our vote, not voting, or saying, like, you know, just trying to, you know, elect certain people and be in a position to do these things and they not follow through, then it's like, okay, I try to go the peaceful way about trying to progress the mindset of certain people, you know, to help and uplift the people as a whole in America. And since they're not going to do that, then it's like, okay, I got to send a fucking message. And that's why I understand, you know, as far as looting, because that's gonna like Target, like, even though they did like the whole fucking city for in general, it's just that it's a big business. Target is, so therefore it brought a lot of attention to that. So therefore, once you do things like that, it brings attention to a bigger stage. Like, all right, y'all gonna have to do something, or shit like this is gonna continue, or it's gonna escalate.
But the crazy thing, bro, they have more compassion for a building or a business than they do a human fucking being, bro. This is a real person with family, bro, like with kids, bro. Mm-hmm. Y'all care about, man, I don't give a fuck about Target, bro. They got insurance. They gonna file a claim and get that shit back. You're not getting a human being back, bro. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. There's no insurance for a life.
Bro,
we already seen that, like, though, as far as like
they treat us like animals, man. They treat us like dogs.
No, they don't.
You're right. They love their dogs more than they love us.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Mike Vick got more time for fighting them dogs or killing them dogs than any police officer in the past 10 years for killing a human being.
And they try to make it seem like these niggas doing their job. These niggas are not doing. You're not doing your job, sir. Your job is to protect and serve. How are you protecting anybody that you killing them?
Look, they in the wrong community,
let me tell you something.
They patrolling communities that they don't.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Don't care about.
It's been cops this type of law enforcement for all these years, they never protect and serve. I don't understand why people be saying this is what they supposed to do. No, they not. They don't do that shit. They never done that shit. Never protect and serve black people, bro. Never. You might have a cop that might step in the way every now and again, but you're not gonna see that motherfucker again, dog. You not. Everybody, all these cops saying what they would have done if they was there. How the fuck you gonna say that? You don't know what the fuck you would have done if you was there. You can talk that shit, but when that shit hit the fan, what you gonna do for real? You one cop. You not gonna do that. You not. Ain't no fucking cop. I don't know no cop that honestly had like been up for black people. I just saw today a fucking black cop was beating the shit out of a black guy just because he stepped to his face, didn't touch him, didn't do nothing, but you start punching on this nigga. I don't trust none of these cops. I don't give a fuck what they say on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter, whatever they want to use their whole plethora of conversation. They have never protected and served black people. Never.
I put it like this, man. It's kind of hard because I got some buddies of mine that I went to school with who later on became police officers, man. But I feel like them being quiet, them being silent, ain't it, bro. If you're a black person, if you for the culture, if you're a non-black person and you for the culture, you gotta speak up, man. Like you gotta speak up, not to us, but you gotta talk to your employees and your coworkers. Y'all gotta set change inside your own system, because at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do besides based on what y'all got going on in y'all system. This is y'all shit. This is how y'all treat black people. This is how y'all regulate shit, and this is what y'all allow. So regardless of who you are, if you're a black person, if you're a black police officer, and you know that the system is rigged against us, it is your duty to not only talk to your mom, use your voice, bro. You have to. If that costs you your fucking job, you gotta fight for something, man. If you don't fight for something, you know what I mean? You fall for anything. So it's like you can't do that and expect change to happen. If you got a voice and you in that system, don't let that shit continue to be rigged. You gotta say something. You got to.
I mean, the way I look at it is either one, it don't got nothing to do with them, so they don't care about it, or two, like they straight up just don't give. It's like that's not the main thing. It don't pertain to them.
Shit.
It just
not even that, bro. You gotta think America is built off capitalism, bro. You gotta think. Just think about when Corona hit. Look how many people is like really struggling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't want to lose their job. They got families to feed. Like, it's more than just that, bro. It's just like they raised minimum wage for $15, but it's like, yo, if I know as a business owner, as a CEO, if I know you make $15 an hour, why would I sell my milk for 99 cents? I know you got the money. So now milk go up $4, gas go up $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, bro, it's no middle class. I never believed in a middle class, bro. It's either you filthy rich or you poor. And you working we just so happen, some of us happen to be in the military and get a first and the 15 check. That's how we surviving. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of us that's not in the military is check to check, working, trying to find a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like motherfuckers don't want to step up and say nothing because it's like, I'm going to lose my job. Then I can't feed my family. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying people got kids to feed, bro. So it's like, if you look at other countries, bro, they not really hurting off the coronavirus. They not worried about a stimulus check. Why? Because they economy don't run like that. It's not built off big business. You know what I'm saying? Like Apple and all them, like, they ain't got to worry about that. They've been growing their own food. You think I'm worried about going to a grocery store? I got 5 cows and a whole garden full of shit. Here it's like we got to have Walmart and all that other shit to function. not making an excuse for it, but just how we run as a country, bro. This whole virus thing shows you completely what it is.
So I don't know, man. I'm at to the point where it's just like we can't depend on anybody but ourselves. We can only thing we can do is police ourselves. And when motherfuckers walking around with fucking assault rifles on their chest because we got to police ourselves because the police ain't policing us, don't be upset. That's it. Don't be upset. Don't run to the NRA now and say, oh, these niggas got guns, because when the white people got the guns, everything copacetic. But when we got the guns, we niggas and we thugs. So don't change that narrative now when we start policing our own, and we gotta do in our own communities, because other motherfuckers who we thought we could depend on, we can't depend on them anymore. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna call us thugs. They're gonna call us hoodlums, hood rats, whatever the fuck they wanna call us. When we start policing our own, and when we in reality, I just saw a post today where every black owned business had 2 or 3 people outside with a assault rifle.
I saw that.
As you should.
I thought it was beautiful, man. I thought it was beautiful. You got to, man. You got to protect your own, because if not, nobody take care of you. If not, nobody else will, bro. Them niggas gonna ransack through that motherfucker like how they did Target. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is wild, man. And it's like, the minute we do the same thing, we cannot do the same thing white people do, because the minute that we do it, they ready to throw the book at us. They ready to do it. Let that have been a white man on the ground on his knee and not been a black officer.
Nigga would have been dead.
He would have been charged 3 days ago.
Bruh, let me tell you something.
Probably would still be in handcuffs, been dead already, bruh. He wouldn't have had them 50 police officers outside his house protecting him.
It'd been over.
Hell no. Hell no, bruh. And this shit is wild, bruh. And this nigga putting his life on the line to protect, you know what I mean, for them. But he wouldn't have got that same treatment.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're going to have this conversation probably every week, honestly. And hopefully one day, you know, things do look good for us as black people. And we can always, on our part, do our part and do the best that we can to be in this world, you know what I'm saying? And cherish each one of us, love one another and all that, and like to step away from that topic at hand in a way. I just wanted to do a wellness check, like how are y'all feeling individually? And I'll go first and just tell you how I was originally when I first heard this news and all that stuff. I was literally at work, and all I could think about is they really just killing niggas, and no one fucking cares. Like, I was just sitting, like, I was legit at work. I couldn't have had any other kind of thought process regarding like any black man being killed. Me, y'all, my brother, anybody, and I was just like, this shit is fucking sick, bro. Like, and it was like glued to my mind, I wasn't talking to nobody, and I realized how my face was looking. Like, I was looking angry, and then that's when sometimes when you just feel like, I wish a motherfucker would, like shit like that. You start going through scenarios in your head. Like, I do this personally, like maybe it's like a survivor thing of me, like where I just sit here and just think of like scenarios to where I just want to survive, and I was just sitting there like, I'm just looking like, where the exit is at, just in case, I had to just do some shit, get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even like when I'm driving, I even think about the first time I got pulled over, man. Like, this was like back in 2015 when I first got pulled over for driving. I think that's when I was gonna see Andre and say that same trip. I don't think I even brought this up, like, as far as like I got pulled over for speeding and whatnot, right? And the first thing I did, I put my hands out the window.
Thanks.
Because I didn't know, man. This is like when, like, right after like Trayvon Martin got killed, and stuff like that. It's just that my mind was constantly thinking about this shit. Like, I don't want to die. Like, I got so much life to live. I got so many things I want to do, and I'd be damned this motherfucker gonna try me and take my life. Like, I'm gonna survive by any means, and I feel like if I put my hands out, you would know I'm not a threat. And if it came down to I had to step out of the car, that's the situation I don't want to be in. Where, all right, now I see so many people step out of the car and things go south. My first instinct is to survive. So if I feel like my life is threatened, I'm gonna say I'm sorry in advance because I'm not dying. It's just how my mind is like wrapped around that, and how seeing shit on a regular basis, how shit is operating. So it's like, it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be you. That's how I see it. So
thanks.
Yeah. That's just
like, mad at me with that
bro, that's the timing of it too is crazy. I think Mike Brown died in 14. They killed Mike Brown in 14. Right. We were in St. Louis, bro. So yeah, to have that, bro, 14, 15 for sure in St. Louis, bro.
It's crazy.
Put my hands out the car. And if it comes down to it, shit hit the fan, bro. Rather you than me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just so you know, if y'all ever hear anything about me, I went out fighting. Yeah. He get mad at me about that, bro. Like, I'm not.
You can't lay down.
I'm not bitching up for nothing. Like, bro, you come to me with that because I don't bother nobody. That's why I be telling E. That's why I be like that. Because, like, I don't bother nobody. I'm respectful. I say, excuse me, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But when you take me there, we gonna go there. You feel me? And it be dangerous for me too, Jack, because I'm starting to practice, the concealed carry. Like, I always have my shit with me. You feel me? Like, I'm not about to play. These two back here is mine. You feel me? Like, I'm going out for mine. So it's like, then I be riding with that legally. Got all my paperwork straight. You feel me? But it's just like, I get what you're saying. Like, I be feeling like that too, bro. Like, I be playing scenarios in my head. Like, I wish a motherfucker would say some crazy shit to me. And sometimes I be having to check myself, bro. Like, you can ask Ariana today, we was in Hobby Lobby, bro. And like, this white lady on her phone, and she just, like, we about to go into the aisle, but she's crossing us, and Ariana stopped, and she keep walking. I'm like, damn, excuse me, like, so she can hear me. Like, and I'm like, let me not start no shit today, you feel me? But it's just shit like that. Like, people just feel like they can just do whatever to you, and you're not gonna say nothing.
They privilege what they want to do.
Yeah, I'm the right one. Like, I'm not about to record. I'm not about to call. We gonna do that. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna really go there with you. Like, you gonna know the next time I encounter somebody that look like you, I'm gonna just keep going. Like, I'm not about to play with you.
All right, so
Jack,
my bad. Go ahead.
No, you got it. I was about to ask you your opinion. Jack wanted to kind of go around the room and ask how everybody was feeling, kind of like a morale check over the past week or so, whenever that happened. So, just point out, throwing the ball to you.
Yeah, so morale check. I'm mad. To be honest, I'm mad as fuck. I'm angry, and I can't express myself right now, and it's frustrating, and it's inside me. And I talk about it, but talking about it ain't helping. It ain't. If I speak on it, it's not helping. I'm angry, and I'm angry at this society that we live in because it goes back into the topic that I asked about last week. Where are we welcome? We not welcome here. Can't go back to the motherland because they talk shit about us there. We don't got our own space, dog. I'm angry because it's nothing. It's not gonna change. It's not going to change because at the end of the day, the majority of the people who are at the top of the top are full with hate. And what they're doing, they keeping themselves there. It's like having a cheat code in the game, and you're going to win every time. Why would you give the cheat code up? So you can make the playing field even when you winning. So you can possibly lose. Them niggas not competitive. They don't want to compete. We competitive. We want the field to be fair. So we can compete. Them niggas don't want to compete. It's some niggas who just like winning. and they're not gonna give up the cheat code. So it's like, bro, I'm mad, I'm angry, bro. It's just like it is what it is, and it's like it's not gonna change. As much as I wanted to change, bro, as much as I wanted to be even playing field, as much as I wanted to be great for my daughter, bro, it's not, because people at the top ain't giving up their privilege. Why would they? I ain't mad. I mean, let's be honest. Why would you give up your privilege? You privileged. Why would you give it up? You know what I'm saying? If you know your kids gonna eat, your kids gonna eat, your kids gonna be good for the rest of their lives. Why would you give up that privilege for some people who used to be slaves?
My thing is, bro, if it boils down to money, bro, money is fake. They got a place in the world that just prints money. You can print infinite amounts of money, bro. So why they don't want that shit fake?
Yeah, if something go down tomorrow and the dollar don't back nothing, bro, we gonna be trading salt. Then the dollar not gonna be nothing. So it's like, that's why I don't really believe in that debt shit. Cause the coronavirus just hit and they just dropped what, $3.2 trillion dollars
bro. They
overnight.
Just money out of thin air, bro.
Bro.
Craziness. Trey, how you feeling, bro? Past week, how you feeling, bro?
Bro, I'm not even mad. Like when I first saw that shit, I looked at the whole thing, bro. I did not turn an eye, I did not blink. I looked at this man kill his black man, bro. And I was furious, dog. And at that moment, I hated every white person in the world. I did. Because you got your white friends or whatever. When have you ever seen them say anything about what's going on with black people? When have you really seen them really be in the mud? Right? And then you go back and you see the Malcolm X's of the world, the Martin Luther Kings marching and being in that shit. Who have you seen do that shit now, bro? What black figure you seen just I'm talking about up there, like the Oprahs and all them shits, really come to the city and be in the mud? You don't see that shit. You might see a motherfucker say something on line or some shit like that. You see some motherfuckers playing basketball, wearing the I Can't Breathe shirts. That's cool. But when you gonna get in the mud? When you gonna get in this shit? Cause it comes to a point to where fuck that money, dog. I can say that because I don't have it. But when's it gonna get to a point to where you really ride for your black people? You really ride for your culture. There's no fucking reason in the world, I said this shit last podcast, that black people should be poor. There should be a project in the United States, and you got all these black millionaires in the world, bro. There's no fucking way in the world. But then you sit here and then you look at these motherfuckers getting all this money, doing all this dumb shit with it. And the money you have, you can give to the black community. It take a regular nigga down the street to protect black-owned business. It shouldn't be like that. We should be in a situation to where if a white person come to any kind of black neighborhood, they should be like, damn, I ain't finna do no shit here. Just like when we go to a white neighborhood, them uppity white neighborhoods, in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to do shit because I know something's gonna happen. If I make a wrong move, I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna get killed. But when they come to the hood, they scared for their life because they see the buildings fucked up. It's not really the fucking people. It's the buildings. It's how poor that shit look. And they don't like that feeling of being poor. Yeah. Bruh, yesterday, I was talking to one of my homegirls, and I was talking to her about this shit. And I was just saying, bro, when you think about everything that we've been through, everything that we've grown through in America, bro, it never got better. It got to a point where they gave us this so we can make it seem like we're really progressing in life. Bro, I can be a billionaire right now. You don't think no fucking white man can come take that shit from me in a minute? Because he got the power to? He ain't even gotta be a billionaire. He can be a regular fucking millionaire, dog. And he still got more power than me. And I got more money than this nigga. Because it's not about how much fucking money you got. Like you said, Tel, that money don't mean shit. It's about the power. The power, dog. And the fact that I can't walk out my street and know this shit is mine. I can't walk down the street and know that I can't make a wrong move. I'm going to get fucking killed in the middle of the street. That's because what? I wrote a bad check. Motherfuckers write bad checks every day. Motherfuckers sell shit every day. Nobody said nothing to them little white girls that be fucking selling lemonade in the middle of their fucking yard. That shit ain't legal. But they don't give a fuck about that. They care about this man trying to make money for his fucking kids or his family. And motherfuckers have a voice. They have a duty to fucking be in the mud with us. But they don't. I gotta fucking worry about a stimulus check, $1,200, bro. I shouldn't have to worry about that shit. Motherfuckers trying to make their fucking money, trying to make their own business. And niggas will look at that shit like, nah, I don't want to buy from him. I'm gonna go to this fucking white man who I've been used to buying from. And this fucking white man don't give a fuck about me. Because to black people, it's not about fucking, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna be black. I'm gonna buy black. I don't give a fuck how that shit look. Because we as black people can make anything look fucking good. That's just how fucking we got it. That's how much charisma and swag we got. But we don't give a fuck. We don't care about that shit.
But she backed up when you said that.
Jay and that mask.
Go on, Brooklyn.
No, I'm speaking to Andre daughter.
Yeah.
Jay, you're supposed to wear your mask over your nose, right? You've been feeding the purpose.
Hey, but this whole time, Jay been on a fucking mission. I don't care what y'all. I look up, I see it. He was just moving.
No, this nigga's in Lowe's in the Garden Center. Like, I know exactly where your ass at.
With the wearing the mask
all
on.
three.
Pull that mask over your nose, Jeff.
Right,
Put that shit over your nose,
ass
man.
nose, boy.
Yeah.
I think say this shit hot. I can't breathe.
This entire time, bro.
Mm-hmm. He really be on the move. I really believe you, Jay.
You've been gone.
I believe you now.
On the go.
He was like, hey, Jay, you gonna get on the game? Nope, I can't. You gotta go to Lowe's.
Right.
You look depressed.
Yeah.
Don't be depressed, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. You get your little 2 cents in left, and then we'll conclude this episode.
Tell what you got, bro.
I already told you, I don't even really have words to really put on it. It's just a blur of just heartbreak, man, anger, frustration, dog. Pretty much the stuff y'all already said, dog. It just, I think it really, really set in when I said, bro, that could have easily been me. Or like, oh, that could have easily been my brother, bro. Or like, yeah, bro. This shit just crazy, man. It's just crazy, bro. So I'm super, super ambivalent about it, bro. Mixed feelings, bro.
Big words in the chat.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It, man.
Jay,
What up?
what you got?
We were just wrapping up anyway, Jay.
You ain't gotta get into detail.
Nah, I'm just playing. Look, hold on. This is what I'm gonna say, right? Trey said that there's, billionaires, trillionaires in the world and everything like that. The black people that's, have power to do this and everything like that, right? But I will say this.
Damn,
when they
Trey,
get up to
get
that
yourself.
status, when they get up to that status, they don't look back down. That's what I've just noticed. That's just my personal opinion. They don't necessarily look back down. They may try to do their due diligence and all that shit like that. Okay, cool, copacetic, whatever. But they don't really, I don't see it. Them helping. But then they always go to the black community and be like, oh yeah, do this. Oh yeah,
help me out by this, by that. I'm like, nah, that shit's just, I don't know. Like you said, the Oprahs and everybody else, and I just don't. There is no faith. Like that's why I said, like that's why I think that there needs to be somebody. Yeah, definitely needs to be somebody higher up. Cool, but also knows, just like Trey said, that has to come back down and be like, okay, look here, this is what needs to be happening. This is what you need to do. Blah blah this, blah blah that. I don't look for, I look for like y'all, my girl Tiff, like to be the ones that help out the world and everything like that. That's who I'm not looking up to them or anything like that, because they're not going to help us. That's just my thing and everything like that. Because I got 3 boys. Now I don't do 3 boys and a daughter. I'm not about to sit here and play like, oh yeah, everything cool. No, nigga, you mess with mine, you mess with mines, you mess with
Glock,
y'all.
nigga, you gonna mess with?
Huh?
I said you mess with mine, you gonna mess with this Glock. But go ahead.
Bruh, I'm not about to play with none of that shit. I don't care, and I'm been angry for my whole life, damn near. So.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know y'all do. So it doesn't matter. So I don't even care about none of that. That's just my 2 cents. I look for the people, not the people of stature or has money. I look for us to do something. That's who I look for. That's who I want to do stuff. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Man, listen, the black dollar is real, man. So July 7th, man, that's the date we are choosing to purchase nothing that's not black owned. So if we take this seriously, man, this is a way that we can peacefully protest. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't like anything we do. No do that they like. So maybe this can be one. Maybe this can be one of the ways that we do it. July 7th, take a date. Don't purchase nothing that's not black owned. I'm fucking with it. I'm there.
We shall see how that goes.
Yeah, anybody else got anything before I wrap it up?
I think I do have one thing to say. Y'all, you asked the question of like how we've been feeling this last week since this whole thing transpired or whatever. And one thing that it made me realize, we talked about last week or last time on the podcast, how we aren't welcome anywhere. And I brought up the topic of how other countries view us. And it made me think about one time I was in Spain and I was out late with a couple of teammates or whatever. And one of my teammates was drunk. He threw this nigga threw a beer bottle at a cop car. He didn't hit the car, but it hit the ground by the car, right? So obviously you shouldn't fucking do that. He's drunk, doing stupid shit. We walking out of the club or whatever. And then, so we just walking down the street on this bridge, and then two cop cars pull up behind us. They get out. I didn't know what he did at the time, but they walk up to him. I'm walking behind him, and then they walk up to him, run up to him, grab him, throw him against the cop car, right? So he's like, what the fuck is going on? So then 2 more cars come. So now there's 4 cop cars out there, and they grab myself and Deshaun, Devin, but myself and another teammate. And they grab us and they hold us over the bridge, like against the railing on the bridge. And like we're just like, what the, like we didn't know at the time what he had did. And they're using force. They got like 6 cops on my man's over here against the car, beating his ass with their little black sticks, beating the shit out of him, just whooping his ass. So like I'm like, shit, I'm not even in my own country, so I'm scared as fuck. I got 2 kids at the crib, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make it back to the house. And like, so I just didn't say anything. I wouldn't say a word. Like, they're speaking in Spanish. I understand a little bit of Spanish, but not much. I didn't say a word. Like, I'm just, whatever they're trying to get us to do, I'm trying to comply. My other teammate, if you step on that plate again, you are going to get a whooping. Do you understand me? Sit your butt down and eat your food. Sorry about that. But, so, my bad.
I'm a real daddy.
I like that. I like him. I like him.
But
mean daddy.
So we nah man, you know, kids are trying not to eat and shit. You know, I just made spaghetti. It wasn't gourmet spaghetti, but I made spaghetti, so you gonna eat. But no, go sit down. You can sit down and eat. But so anyway, back to so we're on this bridge or whatever. Like I said, my man's getting his ass whooped by like 6 cops. We're in Spain. I don't know. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? My passport's at the apartment. And they're not really telling us what happened. They're not even like trying to articulate it to us. So my other teammate, he's talking to them. He's like, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. So he takes his phone out and starts recording. They take his phone. They smash his phone. So now his phone's fucked up. So now I'm like, so I see this and I'm like, okay, you know, they kill niggas in America. So I'm in Spain. I don't know what the fuck about to happen. And so we sit on the curb, whatever. And like this after my man's get his ass whooped. My dude that they smashed his phone, they whooped his ass too. I'm the only one they didn't whoop, but that's because like I just didn't say anything, do anything, whatever. They finally get like an investigator that comes and she asked, like she knows a little bit of English, so she's talking to me like kind of Spanglish almost. And I asked her like what happened, and that's what she told me. Dude threw a bottle at the police car or whatever. Cool. So I'm like, this stupid ass motherfucker. So now I'm mad at this nigga because he did that. But at the same time, they shouldn't have handled us like that. But you got 3 black dudes walking down the street. And what I said last podcast was like the way that they see us, the way they see us treated here is how you will be treated everywhere else. So like, even though like I've only had one bad occurrence with the police here, like over there, bro, they'll kill your ass in a heartbeat too. So this week has made me, Aiden, 1 second. I'll take it out. This week, all right, thank you. So this week has made me think more and more about how like, not only is this shit on camera, this isn't going viral around America. This is going viral around the world. So now like other countries are going to think that shit's okay. You know what I mean? Like say for dude hasn't, wait 1 second, bro, go over there. Dude hasn't been charged with murder, hasn't been arrested.
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen to the police officer that did what he did this week.
He did though.
Huh?
I think I saw something. He got charged.
He got charged. Murder and manslaughter.
Okay, great. I didn't know that. So sorry, I misspoke. But like, it makes me think that now I'm fearful of just going to other countries, because let some shit happen over there. What's going like? Say you get killed in a different country, bro. Ain't nobody saving
you. Just went missing.
Yeah, exactly. There's no outcry. There's no nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, that's what makes me frustrated about stuff like this, is that it's not just us who sees it. It's other countries that see this. And now they may not know the context, or they may, you know, they're not as informed, or whatever the case may be. And shit, now some of their officers may treat you the same way. Shit, well, you just trying to let me know nobody's traveling because of Corona right now. But shit, like, you telling me I can't just go be a regular American citizen, go to a different country, enjoy myself, and come back, not commit a crime? I got to go over there and I can get treated wrong over there too. So just like everything that happens here, bro, other countries see that. And that's why, back to what Brandon said, where are we welcome? I don't know. And it won't get any better anywhere else until it's like it changes here. That's been more of my frustration, is just like how it affects other people's view of us and what and how they think they can treat us because of how we treat here. So sorry, I know you're trying to wrap it up, Devin. My bad.
It's all good. But anybody else? All right, so
man, y'all stay safe out here, man. Real.
Okay, most of that. Oh, you know what? One thing before you get off, I was just driving in Dallas, and there's a sign that says Trump and Pence or whatever the vice president's name is for 2020. And it says, y'all probably seen it's a billboard, and it says, "Keep America Great." Somebody got up there and spray painted "Fuck the Police," and it's like one of the busiest highways in Dallas, off I-30, off of the LBJ highway. So like, I seen that. We was actually when I was driving back, I seen it. I couldn't say anything. Somebody was talking, but it made me think about what y'all keep saying. Like, shit, if you don't hear us, we're gonna be heard some way. Everybody see that motherfucker. Like they up there now trying to get that thing down.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even just like, but it's like those are things that are gonna happen like until shit changes. Like that's just part of part of what comes with it, man. But yeah, that's it, bro. My bad. I'm just trying to wrap it up.
It's good. And yeah, that's why, like before, when I asked or said something along the lines of like, basically, I don't want to repeat what I'm saying, but like, if we don't get the change that we desire, then we gonna fuck some shit up. That's the only way. Y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna change some shit. If not, then eventually it's gonna lead to civil war in a way. But hopefully things don't go in that direction. But
we need a war on racism, bro.
We just need a purge. We just need a purge, bro. Just give us a purge. One day out the year, just let me go crazy.
We don't need
Hey,
that.
give me one day to get my shit off, and we good. You feel me? Like, hey, to be honest though, if a little street justice happened, I'm not for that. But I'm just saying, if a little street justice happened, people be mindful of what's going on. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody end up dead after doing some crazy shit, like George Zimmerman still walking around. He shouldn't be walking around. He's scum of the earth, bro. If something were to pop up and happen to him, people would second, like, damn, if I do this, like, that might be me. But for real. But people be scared.
We think.
Facts. Hey, do something like that to the Mexican mafia. Screw them over. They be cutting people's heads off, putting them on the highway, bro. Like, people are scared. You gotta put fear in their heart, bro, to know that they can't do that to us. But you know, I'm always on GTA time anyway. So.
I'm always for fighting fire with fire too.
Facts. I'm not turning the other cheek. None of that. I'm with all that.
No way. Is Astria home, Dad?
Yeah, she's home.
Hey, best friend.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying. Hey.
Hello.
Said hello.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Just how I just want to end it all is I want to say I love y'all, man, and y'all be good to y'all families. You know, look out for one another. And
gang.
Y'all be safe, man, by any means, because I know that shit weighs heavy on every last one of us. Because each and every day I think about, you know, the times where I'll be feeling in a certain way, where I can just go get some shots up, and you know, obviously you can't necessarily do that all the time, and just, you know, take granted, you know, appreciate the life that you have, and just love everybody, man. Just try your best to be the best. That's just how I want to do about this thing. Just, you know, just end with positive energy and with love. So
that's real. That's real. Love y'all, man. I love y'all for real.
Love y'all too, man.
Yeah, much love. And y'all take it easy. Hey,
and we'll be back next week with some shit. We'll probably be a little more on a less serious side, you know. But I never know. We'll see what happens in the next coming week, and we'll be back at it.
Say less.
Less.
Y'all be easy and take it easy.
Love y'all.
Gang.
Love y'all too, man.